All right, fantastic. Thank you all for being here. We are excited to welcome the World Series back to Phoenix and excited to have you here with us to hear from the mayor and other people across the city. We're going to do a short podium news conference, and then we'll have opportunities for you to interview several of our public information officers, other people with other information specific to things that are happening in individual departments. We want to welcome John Chan, our Deputy City Manager, who is here with us today as well. And we'll go ahead and start with Mayor Kate Gallego. Following her will be our Community and Economic Development Director, Christine Mackey, and she'll be followed by our Water Resources Management Advisor, Cynthia Campbell. Mayor.
Welcome to opening day of the 2023 World Series. We are so excited to welcome the World Series back to Phoenix. It is an exciting time for our entire community and Diamondbacks fans. It also comes at a time where we feel like we are the sports center of the country. This year we hosted Super Bowl, and our region will also host the NASCAR Championships, welcoming 80,000 fans for that. We are welcoming Final Four, and we celebrated the W Management Open. There is nothing like it, and so we want to thank everyone who's been part of Championship Valley. We have such a strong legacy of hosting sports events. Just 8 months ago, we welcomed Super Bowl. Our downtown still has murals from Super Bowl, as we have painted it for NASCAR and are now painting it for the World Series Championship. We may be the first city to host both a Super Bowl and a World Series in the same year. Super Bowl helped us prepare to welcome the World Series Championships. So many of the teams who delivered on the city side during Super Bowl are back. John Chan, who led our efforts during Super Bowl, has reconvened the same team. We have 37 liaisons to ensure the city delivers a great World Series experience. I'm joined this morning by representatives from Phoenix Police, Fire, Street Transportation, the Public Transit Department, Community and Economic Development, America's Friendliest Airport, and so much more. They're here to answer any questions that fans have and share how to take best advantage of the events coming up in this week. We want to keep you safe and informed, but we're glad it's not our first rodeo, and we're glad to have Phoenix once again on the world stage. It's going to be an incredibly fun week in our downtown. We would encourage people to take the light rail system to come into our downtown. On Halloween, we will have World Series, Phoenix Suns, a sold-out concert, a major convention, and so much more. I'm going to make a bold mayoral prediction. Halloween will be the most photogenic day of the week, with great costumes as we celebrate the Diamondbacks and their incredible baseball success. I am very much looking forward to the Diamondbacks delivering. I have a bet with Mayor Ross of Arlington, Texas, the Rangers' home mayor. He will be sending me Hurtado barbecue when the Diamondbacks deliver, and he'll also be wearing the Diamondbacks jersey at one of his council meetings. He's a huge fan of pizza. It's his favorite food, so I have wagered Pizzeria Bianco on our side. Phoenix is proud to be home to the world's best pizza, and so we wanted a chance to promote our amazing pizza on a world stage, but we're confident that the Hurtado barbecue will be coming our way. If you've heard of Hurtado barbecue, it apparently was the fan favorite during the 2021 Bubble World Series, where all the sports reporters were raving about it. So we're looking forward to digging in at City Hall, and want to thank Mayor Ross for participating in that great bet. I think he'll spend the next year dreaming about the Pizzeria Bianco pizza that he won't be able to get. We are also going to promote the great city of Phoenix, including our 41,000 acres of parks and preserves. We will celebrate with festivities in our downtown and encourage people to take in our rich cultural assets, including our amazing museums while they're here. It will also be the first World Series where you can open up your Uber app and take a driverless Waymo to the game. We're home to the largest autonomous vehicle zone in the world. So we'll tell the story about all we have to offer in Phoenix and hope to maximize the economic development impact for our residents. We want to do our part to get the fair revenue that will then help the city for months and months to come. We're excited to root for the Diamondbacks, and I am now happy to turn it over to Christine Mackey, our Community and Economic Development Director, to talk about the economic impact that this could bring to Phoenix. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. As Mayor said, I'm Chris Mackey. I'm the Director of Community and Economic Development for the City of Phoenix. And as I think about this game, one of the things that gets me most excited is the D-backs were homegrown right here in Phoenix. It isn't a team that we bought. We grew them right here with us, and they've been with us since their inception in 1998. And when we think back to 2000 and all the difference that's happened in downtown Phoenix since the Diamondbacks were born here, you think about the fact that we've created more than 12,000 high-density residential units here in downtown Phoenix. We have 15,000 students who are here. The downtown population has more than tripled. In 2000, we had less than 100 bars and restaurants here in downtown Phoenix. Today, we're over 230. There was a lot of things of interest that have been built since 2001. And just to set the stage a little bit, I thought it'd be kind of fun to take a walk down memory lane and think of the things that weren't here in 2001, the last time the Diamondbacks were in the World Series. So we had no light rail. We had no ASU downtown campus. University of Arizona had no medical school here. Northern Arizona University was not here. We had no bioscience core. We had no convention center. We had the building that you see behind us, but no expanded convention center. We had no biosciences high school. The Sheridan downtown Phoenix didn't exist. The Westin Freeport McMoran was not here. The Stewart was not here. The Derby was not here. Adeline was not here. Cityscape was not here. Block 23 was not here. Hyatt Place was not here. The Loews Marriott, the Hampton Inn, Fillmore on 5th, the Ray, Alta Fillmore, Connect, Sky on 6th, Link Phase 1 and Phase 2, 44 Monroe, the Summit at Copper Square, the Battery, Aspire, the Arizona Cancer Center, Union at Roosevelt, Illuminate, Lanier, Portland on the Park, the Muse, X-Phoenix, Palm Court, Central Station, Civic Space Park, Proxy 333, Hanny's was a closed department store, an abandoned department store in 2001. The Arizona Financial Theater didn't exist. Japanese Friendship Garden was not here, and the Sandra Day O'Connor Federal Courthouse wasn't here. So as we think about the difference in downtown Phoenix, and remember 7 years of that, we were in the Great Recession. It's a far different place than it was in 2001. And we're not stopping there. We are in the process of developing our entertainment district. We have nearly 4,000 high-density residential units under construction. We are taking the 1920s American Legion, one of the first in the entire country, and working with a partner to turn it into veterans affordable and workforce housing. We have a new world-class Mercury training facility under construction. And downtown is drawing outside of its boundaries. That linear that everyone thought of in 2001, kind of between the threes, 3rd Avenue and 3rd Street, is now stretching far beyond 7th Street and 7th Avenue. In 2001, we had less than 60 technology companies in downtown Phoenix, and today we have 450. So as we look at the economic impact that the World Series will bring, we have an estimated more than $70 million over the series that we'll see to the different entities here in Phoenix. All games are sold out. More than 47,000 people will be inside the stadium behind us, and thousands of people out on the street partying along with us here with the Diamondbacks, and tens of thousands of people who'll come into the community, come into the downtown and stay here in our hotels. We look at downtown holistically. We look at it as a place for community, a place for living, a place for retail, a place for restaurants, for our conventions, for hospitality. We look at it as a place for education and historic preservation. Downtown really is now this true destination for all. As we look forward in this really sustainable way. Under Mayor Gallego and the council's leadership, they're always looking at how we can make things better for all of our citizens and how we can operate in a sustainable manner and draw these incredible mega events to Phoenix. So with that, I would like to introduce Cynthia Campbell, our Water Resources Manager for the City of Phoenix, to talk to you about water. Thank you.
Good morning, and congratulations to our Diamondbacks. Again, my name is Cynthia Campbell. I'm the Water Resource Management Advisor for the City of Phoenix. Whether you've lived in Phoenix all your life or you're just visiting the desert for the World Series, you can appreciate that water is one of our most precious resources. What you might not know is that Phoenix Water is world-class in managing its water supplies. The Diamondbacks is not the only team in town with serious depth in its lineup. Phoenix Water has a robust and diverse water resource portfolio and a dedication to sustainable water management and conservation. And just like our Diamondbacks, Phoenix doesn't rely upon one resource to get the job done. We have lots of backup supplies in the bullpen in case we get in a jam with drought or shortage. And we specialize in saves. Phoenix residents practice a culture of conservation. We're passionate about water savings habits, and we encourage residents and visitors alike to think about their water use. In fact, we've been so successful at fostering a culture of conservation that Phoenix uses less water today than we did during our first World Series in 2001. Even though we've added over 400,000 new residents during that time, and as Chris mentioned, we have grown and grown and grown. And looking around, you can see we can use water sustainably without sacrificing our amazing desert lifestyle. You can trust the tap in Phoenix. We provide clean, safe, and reliable drinking water to 1.7 million people, 365 days a year. Whether you're at the game, in your hotel, or dining out, know that your water that you're drinking meets the highest quality standards. It's a commitment Phoenix Water has made to its residents and visitors to the valley for over 100 years. So grab a reusable bottle, fill it with Phoenix Water. Enjoy the game, stay hydrated, and thank you for joining us in our efforts to use water wisely. Go Diamondbacks.
All right, thank you, Mayor, Chris, and Cynthia. All right, a little bit of housekeeping. Couple things. When we talk about the kind of know before you go, the message that we really want to get out, and that's why we have all of our different departments here to help you understand that, answer your questions. We know that you've emailed in several different questions, and we want to give you that opportunity. First and foremost, we really encourage people to use the light rail. That's going to be your best way to get into the downtown area. If you do drive, I want to make you aware that you can actually book a parking space, and that can be done through the Space app. So it's space.aceparking.com is a site that people can use, and they can book in advance, know exactly where they're going to park, have their spot saved, pay for in advance, and come and park and have a better experience. One clarification from the news release we sent out, we said that Hance Park was not here in 2020 or 2001. Hance Park was here, but the revitalization of Hance Park has been done since then, which basically is, so many of the amenities that you see at Hance Park. All right, I do want to bring up the PIOs just so that you see who they are, so you know who you're looking for. They're kind of far back there. So if you're going to be talking to the media, can you just come up so I can kind of call out so that they know who they're looking for? So we have Valley Metro here with us. And I shouldn't have called them first because they're in the back. But let's start. We have Heather Shelbreck from the airport. Most of you are familiar with her. She's been in aviation for a long time. So she's available to talk about things coming in and out of the airport. Obviously a lot going on there. Shelley Jameson, Chief Shelley Jameson, who you all know well, will be able to talk about fire and medical response. We have, I'm going to get their names right, Juliana Vasquez Keating and Brianna Hoffman from Valley Metro here. Sergeant Rob Shear can answer from police questions. They want you to come in. They want to see you.
Get in there.
And then Carmen De Alba can answer questions from a transit perspective. Did I get everybody? I think I did. All right, and then still, if you want to do additional interviews, Mayor did hers before, but if you want to have an opportunity to talk more about some of the economic development, we also have additional information on water. Our water PIO has a really cool chart that kind of shows how the population has gone up and how water use has actually gone down, as Cynthia pointed out. So please stay and get different shots so it looks like you were at 10 different interviews, and you can use this stuff all weekend. We know that this is stuff that our community needs to know and wants to know so that they have a great experience next week when the games are here. Thank you for coming. Yeah, just across there, and the people come as they want.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Great color on you. Diamondbacks colors. I love it. Very nice. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Good to see you.
You as well.
It's hard to find Sedona red, right?
I have a lot more in the old colors, so we're going to do both.
It was tricky lighting City Hall, actually.
Interesting. Really? Perfect. We tried a couple things.
Yes.
Yeah, I should have mentioned the toe grade.
Oh, yeah, the toe grade. They put it on social media. Yeah. Looks like I might escape this one. So. Rick, how far?
Hi, good, Shell. How you?
40 years?
I'm a year away from that. Can I talk to you first? Grab, let me get you right here, Shell.
I see Linda all the time. Lives in my neighborhood.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, you'll see her more there after the first of the year. She's
Tell you what, you two are hanging. I'm impressed.
hanging tough.
Yeah, you are.
Shell, just name, title, all that for the producers.
Shelley Jamison, Assistant Chief with Phoenix Fire, SHELLYJAMISON.
Just talk about the World Series and what Phoenix Fire first responders are going to be planning to do.
So I'll tell you, first of all, our first responders are so excited. We are embracing the chaos, which we do daily, but this is something very exciting and quite different. So we're thrilled about that. We're also thrilled to be of help to the community. So in a case like this, we work very closely with Homeland Defense, Office of Emergency Management, our partners in law enforcement, and we pair together to ensure that there's the best response possible for the community with crowds such as the ones you'll see coming downtown.
Any new equipment or anything you guys are going to be using to get in and out of?
That's a very good question, Rick. I'm glad you asked that. So yes, we are indeed modifying our response. Let me start that again. We are indeed...
It's all right.
One more time.
Am I getting to you?
Yes, you are. We are indeed modifying our response model to an extent because of the crowds downtown. So what we do is we staff medic carts, and those are small carts that can get in and out much easier than a fire engine can. That allows us to treat any patients, extricate them from the area, and take care of business without interrupting the game or the flow.
Similar to what the Super Bowl was, or
Yes, and so we have great models. One more time. We have terrific operational models from the Super Bowl and other large events. Final Four is coming, and we prepare for those for years, literally, with regular meetings. So you'll see the same type of professionalism and, of course, excitement from our guys and gals about the Diamondbacks.
didn't get a lot of time to really plan because we just didn't know. Talk about that.
Yes. Okay. So fortunately, as mentioned, we have great relationships with law enforcement, Office of Emergency Management, and Homeland Defense. And so our operational model when it comes to large events like this is seamless. We've worked together for decades. Ever since 9/11, everything changed. And since then, we have relationships. We have a response model. It is seamless.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Rick.
Grab.
There you go. Absolutely.
Come on up. I'll get everything. Yes, come over here.
Whatever you want me, Rick.
Get that Coors Light out of here.
Oh, you know. Who knows? Maybe that's after the game.
right. Okay, there we go. Now I'm rolling. Just
Yep.
for the producers, say and spell your name, all that good stuff.
Brittany Hoffman, BRITTANY, FFMAN, Public Information Officer for Valley Metro.
Talk about it in Valley Metro. We got the light rail coming in. What do you want people to know about how to get in and out of downtown Phoenix for the World Series?
The light rail is your easiest option to get in and out of downtown. You're escaping that gridlock of traffic. You're escaping those parking prices that can surge, those ride share prices that are going to skyrocket. A light rail pass for one day is only $4. It's best economic value you're going to find to get downtown.
And then just talk about where and from and all that. I know there are a lot of different places you come in, east, west, north, south.
Yes, so across our entire system, we have 12 park and rides where people can park their car for free, hop on light rail, and then they're either going to hop off at 3rd Street in Washington or 3rd Street in Jefferson, and we're going to have lots of staff down here making sure that all of those people coming to the game know where to get off and how to get to the ballpark.
Didn't really have a lot of time to plan for it, but the light rail's already,
We are always prepared. We do mega events all the time. We had great success during Super Bowl, and so we're ready to repeat that success and bring all those passengers downtown for our first World Series that we're getting to serve.
Anything else you want to throw out there that you want people to know about?
Yes. Download the Valley Metro app. It's where you can plan your trip, track your vehicles, and you can buy your mobile fare, which is going to help alleviate the lines at the platform station so you can buy your pass ahead of time and then just scan when you get to the light rail stations.
And how do you do that? What's the
Yeah, so download the Valley Metro app. It's available on Android or in the Google Play. Let me start that again. Download the Valley Metro app. It's available in the Apple app and Google Play stores. It's free. Once you download, create that account, and you can start purchasing mobile fare.
Thanks a lot.
Perfect.
And a follow-up question to that: what to do and not to do that could perhaps trigger an emergency, right? When it comes to a crowd.
That's a really good question. And so, what to do and what not to do. So first of all, we ask people let me start again.
Got one more over here.
What to do and what not to do. That's the question. We want everyone to celebrate safely. We'll have light rail operating. Obviously, most of the streets will be closed, so traffic will be as much of a factor.
Perfect. Let me just get my focus.
Let's hope that happens. That doesn't quite feel right. We want this to be most enjoyable.
All right, good stuff. I'm up and rolling. Just name, title, all that for the producers.
Heather Shelbrack, SHELBRACK, spokesperson, Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport.
Travel, people coming in for the World Series. What should people know?
Arrive early. Give yourself plenty of time. Arrive at least 2 hours prior to your flight departing. If you're flying out for the games in Texas, or you're leaving Phoenix after the game, or even if you're just a traveler that's in town going on a business trip or a leisure trip, give yourself extra time, especially with the holidays approaching. We're going to be busy.
And just not a lot of notice. I mean, as far as we just found out we're in the World Series, just talk about that, how you guys kind of brought everything together.
So we're very well prepared to host visitors for large-scale events. We successfully hosted the Super Bowl visitors this year, where we had our busiest day in our history with more than 200,000 people coming through the airport. And so on an average day, we have about 125,000 people that come through the airport. Of course, we've played host to Super Bowl visitors numerous times before, as well as college football games, the Final Four, Waste Management, Phoenix Open, Spring Break, etc. So we're ready to welcome travelers, and we're excited to see them. And of course, we'll have our volunteer navigators and their purple jackets out helping, and our terminal operations and our guest services team will be available to assist as well.
any projections on what type of crowds will be coming through the airports for this
We
year?
haven't heard of large numbers yet. We're busy now. In general, we're seeing record numbers this year so far compared to our record-breaking year 2019. Nearly every month so far this year. So again, we're busy all the time. We'll see a slight influx of travelers for this, but we're well prepared to handle it, and we're looking forward to it.
Anything else that I didn't ask you about you want people to know about?
We always encourage travelers to check skyharbor.com for travel tips, and we're going to be putting up some signage congratulating the D-backs and welcoming World Series fans. And check out our flight information displays. We'll have some D-backs stuff on there as well. So,
Well said. Thank you.
thank you.
Boss, how are you?
Hey, brother. How's it going, man? You're all over the place.
I know.
Bumping into you left and right.
No, how you been?
Oh, Dad, these guys are calling me to see what you guys are doing.